Everyone wants the latest gadgets in their cars. That's why manufacturers are increasingly offering a wide range of functions, from the usual media players and satellite navigation to internet connectivity and smartphone mirroring. And so here at Carbuyer, we have done some in-depth testing of their individual systems to see just how easy they are to use, to assess their performance for sound and vision, to test their connectivity, and also see just how good their route guidance is. And of course, we've also looked at how much some of their additional features cost. In this video, we are testing Mazda's system, known as MZD Connect, and it's used in various cars across its range, including the CX-3. Our experts, car reviewer Rebecca Chaplin and technology journalist Jonathan Bray from alpha.com, will use a wide range of tests to grade the systems across 5 key categories, starting with usability.
The Mazda Connect system is very easy to use because it's so simple. There's very few options, but that makes it really easy to use, especially that's quite important when you're driving along. If you want to tune in a DAB radio station, it's just 4 steps. You go straight into music, choose DAB, and then you've got a long list, and it's easy just to scroll through and choose what you want. There aren't any reprogrammable fast keys, which is a little bit annoying, but you do have real buttons for each section you can go into, as well as the scroller on the screen. To get to the driving data, it's a bit complicated. You have to go into settings, you have to scroll all the way through to find the vehicle information, and then in there you can find things like miles per gallon, and it also tells you when you're going to need to service your car, which is obviously very important. To get to sat-nav, you just have to press the nav button and you're straight in. If you want to get into media, it's the same thing. You just press the little musical note button, and then once you're in there you can choose radio, DAB, or connect your Bluetooth up. Given all this, I'm going to give the Mazda Connect 5 out of 5 usability.
The Mazda system is pretty quick, screen to screen. The good thing about it is it has the centre console knob, which means you can scroll up and down long track lists really quickly, and it makes it easier to navigate around. The screen on the Mazda system is its weakest part. It's not the brightest, and it looks a little bit grey as well, so it can be a little bit difficult to read if the sun's really, really bright on it. The Mazda infotainment system sounds quite good at first. The bass is decent and it's clear at the top end, but voices and vocals and radio stations can sound a little bit nasal and harsh at times. So for the Mazda infotainment system, I'll give it a 3.5 out of 5 for performance overall.
It's very simple if you want to use navigation. If you want to use a full address, then it takes 9 steps to get all the way through, and using the wheel can take a bit of time, and it's slightly slow to load in between. But if you've got a postcode, that's only 6 steps, and it's very quick and easy to do. Inputting a point of interest is really easy. You can either do a category search, or you can type it in if you know the name of the place. The only problem I ran into was along the test route, I wanted to just find a petrol station using along my current route, and then it just gave me no options. So I then had to decide whether I wanted it in the area, near my destination, and I just wanted a load of options really. I didn't want to have to choose those things. When I had the list of point of interest up, it gave me little arrows showing me which direction they were in, but that was north, south, east and west, which for me wasn't very useful because I didn't know which direction I was going. But it did give them in distance, which was handy, and the one I chose was there, and I got there very easily. The time that Google said and what this said, they were within a minute and less than half a mile, and it reached at exactly the same time. Overall, I'm going to give the Mazda Connect system 4 out of 5 for sat-nav because it worked really well. There's just a few things that were a little bit annoying.
So the Bluetooth audio and telephone system works quite well on the Mazda system. It's really easy to pair, really quick, not many steps. There's also 2 USB sockets and an SD card slot down here, so you can plug in your music that way if you want to. So there's no embedded 3G connectivity in this car, and you don't get Android Auto or CarPlay, unfortunately. So you just have to rely on the onboard system. Overall, for connectivity, I'll give the Mazda a 3 out of 5.
This system comes on all Mazdas now, but if you want to get the navigation, you have to pay a bit extra depending on the specification you go for. You don't get things like CarPlay, and you don't get a CD player as well, which is a bit annoying. There's not really any way to modify this to suit your lifestyle. You get this, and that's what you're stuck with. Overall, I'm going to give the Mazda Connect 5 out of 5 for cost because it's just all there and it's great.
After taking the average score across the 5 categories, Mazda's MZD system scored a very respectable 4 out of 5. To watch our reviews of other infotainment systems, click on the individual manufacturer's badge. Also, click on our logo to subscribe to our channel or on the links below the video if you're watching on mobile.